good morning to Ernie Miller, Key Account and Customer Liaison Manager from Mark Murphy, part of the Total Produce World Group. Ernie, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mark. First of all, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to Edinburgh. Always great to have guests here, whether they're online or in person.
Ernie, you're a superstar. And you very kindly allowed us to join you at something like 4 o'clock in the morning. What does the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. but we wanted to come to you at this time of the morning because we wanted to see the busy backdrop of what's going on in Edinburgh. So just tell us what's happening this morning, and near on 4 o'clock in the morning. What's happening within your depot, please?
Well, as usual, listen, the guys have just finished the pit. They usually finish about 4 o'clock or so. The driver are starting to arrive. They start to arrive anytime after 3 up to about 4:30. And listen, it's the best time of the day. The usual madness. There's tears, tantrums, jokes, laughs, and that's just the driver. But listen, it's great fun, and it really is the best time of the day here.
Fantastic. So just give us a bit of an understanding as to the Mark Murphy business. If I was a customer of yours, what would I be buying from you?
Okay, so Mark Murphy, we distribute fresh produce and food service products throughout Scotland. We've got our main depot here in Edinburgh. We've also got two satellite depots, one in Aberdeen, one in Purwokerry. But I think it's an evolving thing, but we've got approximately around 1,000 what we call extra value products on top of our fresh produce that we do.
Wow. Okay. And how many customers do you have from your various depots?
So that's a good question. Approximately in normal times, if you like, we've got around about 2,500 fish.
Wow. Okay. And your normal customer, I know you probably won't have such a thing, but what would a normal customer look like?
Okay. So we've got a wide variety of customers here in Edinburgh. We've got our own retail park house in the depot. So we do a lot of retail stores. We do, and our main customer is C.G. Langan, based in Dundee. They distribute to all the spa stores throughout Scotland. We do independent catering trade, such as your dog and duck pub. We do national contracts. We do groups. We also supply, we're the distribution arm for Subway in Scotland. So we deliver products to Subway, all the Subway stores in Scotland 3 times a week.
Wow. Okay, so Ernie, let's get to it. The reason why we requested to talk to you was you're on the ground. You must have had a tumultuous last 6 months. How have you been? How has the business been since March of this year?
Well, listen, we're no different from any other company or business. We've had to adapt. We've had to diversify. We've had to do different things. We've had to be flexible with our customers, and it's been difficult. It's been challenging. But listen, we've got through it. Back in March, when it all started and when lockdown was in tight, if you like, our two main things were to keep our staff safe and keep our service levels for customers as high as possible, if you like. That was our two main things, and we've been consistent throughout since March for that.
Okay, and Ernie, when you went into lockdown number 1, presumably, did you see sales drop off, and did you then have to, here's the big word, pivot to find new customers?
Yeah, so like I say, back in March, probably about 75-80% of our customers they had to shut.
Wow.
The strange thing about here, like I say, we've got our own retail park house in here. So our retail side, which is probably about 20-25%, it was booming and it was really busy, because of what was going on. But that was a challenge within itself. The various things, the transport and the buyers, if you like. So the procurement team it's a balancing act. They can't let the customers down that they've got, but in the same token, a large part of our customer base is right tight. So it's a challenge throughout the departments.
Okay, Ernie, thank you. And as we come into lockdown 2.0, oh, what are your thoughts? Are you going to see a replication of the first lockdown for the second lockdown, or do you think it's going to be slightly different this time round?
I don't think it's going to be as severe because, you know, what has amazed me throughout the lockdown is, you know, I'm seeing we've adapted and we've diversified. Our customers have done the same. So, you know, various things to keep their doors open, keep their lights on. So I don't think it's going to be as bad. For instance, so in Scotland, you know, we've got the 5-tier system now. For instance, the bars and the restaurants in Edinburgh, they've been able to open again from this week. They can't serve alcohol and they can only open up till, I think it's 6 o'clock at night. Whereas over in Fife or other regions, the restaurants can open again up till like 8 o'clock at night and they can serve alcohol. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. I don't think it's going to be, at the moment, and listen, you're looking at the rolling news every day and it is changing, but at the moment it doesn't look like it's going to be so bad, hopefully.
Okay, and how's your business going to change, do you think? In the new year, do you think your business is going to be a completely different business from the business that you had at the start of this year?
That's a good question. I don't think it's going to be a completely different business, no. What I do think is, you know, the customers, you know, their buying habits, their eating habits, the way they socialise, the way that they're going out, that may have changed, and that could change our dynamics slightly. You know, what we are hoping for will come next year, from March, April, maybe a bit further. We get back to some sort of normality, if you like.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see a massive change in our business. What I'm hoping for is that we're going to get busier and stronger, and you know, look back on all this and look at the things that we've learned about.
Fantastic. And only just to wrap up with other people in food service who perhaps aren't as confident as yourself, having been bruised and battered through lockdown 1, and it's like, oh no, we're going down lockdown 2. What would your advice be to other food service operators as to how they can get through lockdown 2 and try and punch through to make it a successful 2021? What would your advice be to those food service businesses?
Well, it's difficult. Well, a few things. The key thing is listen to your customers. Keep focused on what they want. Listen to them. Listen to their reasonable requests. Obviously, your balance what you've got with your expenses of your business, to what you're actually doing and what you're actually delivering out to the customer. You know, it's no different to normal times. You know, it's your outgoings and your incomings. So, and keep as lean as possible, but maintain the customer level of service that your customers require. That's what we found anyway.
Ernie, that's fantastic. I think that advice about communication, keeping lean, and talking to your customer is fantastic. And I think we've learned so much from you today. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Matt.
Ernie, a coffee to you in the morning, and rock on Edinburgh. Well done. You did a fantastic job out there.
Thanks very much.